Greetings.
Welcome,
Hello.
welcome, welcome.
And we're back for another full moon meditation. It's good to have y'all guys joining us again. We are here today. We are doing the worm moon. And every month we have a new moon that we pretty much recognize and do these meditations for. And today is an important moon because this is the last full moon of the winter. But we're going to get into those details in a little bit. We thank you for joining us here. We are the Healing Flame Collective. I am Maurice.
And I am Janice B. Welcome, welcome.
Yay.
Are we going to do some announcements before we start?
Yes, we can do that.
All right, let's do some announcements.
We can do that.
Things that are coming up.
Yeah, we got some things
coming up. So our announcements for this is March. It's hard to believe it's 2023. I have a hard time saying that year, right? The next thing we have coming up for you guys is called Relax and Align with the Healing Flame Collective. And this is going to be on Saturday, March 18th. This is the first time thing for us. We're going to be doing a free event at the Howard County Library Systems Miller branch in Ellicott City. And we're going to be in one of their big conference rooms, and we're going to do a little bit more community friendly, open. It's from 1 to 3 on that Saturday. It's absolutely free. Anyone can come. They are asking you register. There's a registration link on the page at the library website. We have it in our bio, in our link. You can find it anywhere on our Instagram page where you can register. And come out. We're going to do meditation. We're going to do a little bit of talking, almost like a little workshop or a little class, maybe, I guess, first to give information for the community who doesn't know about Reiki and chakras and meditation and breathing and sound healing. So we're going to talk a little bit, and then we're going to take everybody through a meditation to do chakra alignments. We're going to do some bowls. We're going to have people giving Reiki to the audience. Kind of the stuff we usually do at circles or events, a little bit different. So we always tweak it for whatever the audience needs. And it's going to be cool, I think. Free event.
Absolutely.
New people, come on out.
Very nicely at the circle that we recently did.
I did?
Yeah.
What did I say?
You said, this is not going to be as heavy as what we normally do.
Right.
I thought that was a great description.
Well, because we really want people to come out and get aligned and feel better and learn about holistic stuff. We don't want, the people that know us and come out to our like soul light journeys and the darker, more, intimate events where it's more musical and people that they already know what we do. That's a different thing. And we could do that at the library, but it's daytime. It's going to be in a conference room in the daytime. So we just want people to feel comfortable coming out and just being still for a moment and relaxing. So that's on the Saturday, the 18th from 1 to 3 at the Howard County Miller Branch Library. It's a beautiful library in Ellicott City. The next up thing we're going to be having is Get Grounded. And this is a collaboration with Michelle Blue Comedic Yoga. We're going to have, this is on the 24th, right? It's a Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. at her studio in Baltimore. We're going to have a combination of things. We're going to have Qigong. Christina Cook's going to be there. We're going to be doing sound healing. Michelle Blue. Michelle Blue is going to take people through some Comedic yoga poses. It'll probably be Qigong, Comedic yoga, some meditation, some sound healing, some Reiki, the things that we usually do all combined with Michelle Blue's Comedic yoga moves. So it'll be interesting. It's going to be fun. So that's on Friday the 24th, and that's from 7 to 9 p.m. That is a $40 charge. And there is an Eventbrite link for that, both on Michelle Blue's page and our page as well. And then we have another Flourish Circle.
Right.
So the next Flourish Circle is on April 2nd. I'm trying to think of the date. Sunday, April 2nd from 4 to 6. We've been doing them regularly there. If you've been to Flourish, it's an awesome store. You can come out and buy some crystals, buy some incense, buy some books, tarot cards, whatever you need, clothing. They have everything.
And we were not paid to say that.
We were not. We do the circle right there in the store. So, you can text Nolaja at the store and she can sign you up. And those are $40 as well, right?
Right.
Yeah. And we do the same kind of thing, more intimate circle readings. It's not as big of a group of people. So there's something for everybody on our calendar between March and April. I think we can kind of, give everybody a sampling of what we do and kind of get the spring started.
Absolutely. So, like you said, it's a little bit for everybody. Um, we have a diverse group of people that we
Mhm.
commune with, and I'm thankful that we have these different layers of
Mhm.
service that we can provide. So,
Definitely.
um, with that said, we got to get into this more
Yeah.
because I know y'all like, what can I came here for a moon meditation.
Stop talking.
All right. All right. So, like I said at the very beginning, we are in the full moon. It's the worm full moon. And so, with that full moon, it is the last full moon of the winter. And it is the first, also like commemorating the spring moon as well.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
um, with the worm moon, you will see it in full in its all its majesty. Um, March the 7th, 6th and 7th. All right. Yep, 6th and 7th.
Mhm.
So, it is in Virgo, and with it being in Virgo, that means that you need to is to organize your life with precision and with perfection. And the sun is rising is in Pisces. So,
Right.
um, a lot of interesting things happen with this moon. So I'm gonna run a few things down while you look at that beautiful picture of the worm moon.
I'm glad the worm's not moving. That would kind of freak me out.
So the First Nations called this the worm moon because this is the season when the worms will start to make their way out of the ground. The ground gets a little bit softer. They start to come out. Then it starts that cycle of life. So the birds come and they eat them, so forth and so on. The reason why that happens is because the ground gets a little bit more fertile. It's a little bit more rich. It's kind of commemorating the new awakening of the earth because we've been asleep all winter.
That's right.
It's new food for animals. It's time for some of the animals to create their nest, and new seeds are starting to bloom. All of those great things are happening, and it's also a time to plant seeds. So, if you this is going to be metaphorical and actual. So it's a time to plant seeds. And so I know there are a lot of people out there that are getting into farming now, especially considering a lot of the things that's happening environmentally.
Mhm.
So if you're new to that environment and new to that whole situation, now is the time that you want to start getting ready to plant so that you can reap your harvest later. Um, and for this particular moon, what we want to focus in on are detailed goals. So detailed goals, and you want to stay with focused energy.
That's that
And
Virgo vibe.
right, right. Um, and with all of that, it seems like sometimes when we do these moon meditations that there is always like, well, you guys keep saying the same thing. A lot of the moons are similar, but they also have their significant differences, like in this case where it's time to plant. You have a harvest moon when it's time to reap, so there are slight differences that happen, and we just wanted to kind of point that out to you with this worm moon. And yeah, I think I ran my mouth a lot. So let's let you guys know, for those of you that this is your first time experiencing a moon meditation or experiencing us with a moon meditation. We want to explain a little bit about what's going to happen so you know what to expect.
That's right. So we're going to start off with a meditation. I'm going to do a guided meditation. We're going to go off screen. You're going to hear a vibration. I think tonight it's the crown
Crown,
chakra.
I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're going to hear that vibration while I'm talking, and you can meditate if you like. You can. It's a good time right now to get yourself prepared. Try to get into a private space as you can, away from your kids, away from your animals, whatever's distracting you, away from distractions. That's the best way. Throw your headphones on.
Right.
And set your own ambiance if you want to have dim lights, whatever. If you want to lay back and relax, or if you want to sit up, it's entirely up to you. We're going to walk you through a guided meditation. It's not a super long meditation, but it's enough to kind of focus on what we're working on for this moon. And then we will bring you back out. And everybody says, we've had one person that said, what does bring you back out mean? So we have to explain it every time now. Bring you back into the consciousness and back with us and talking with us on the screen. And we will then do a card pull. So we're going to do oracle cards, which are not the same as tarot cards. Oracle cards they vary in the amount of cards per deck. They usually have a lot of imagery. Some people use them as a daily card pull. You can do a full spread of cards if you want. Tonight, we'll do readings with the cards. So we're going to pull 3 cards and we're going to have you pick a number, 1, 2, or 3. We'll let you know when. Pick whatever intuitively comes to your mind. And then we'll do a reading. We'll pull a card for each number and give you a reading for that number. And you can certainly let us know in the chat room if that resonates with you. If you have any comments or questions at any time, you can drop them in the chat and Oz will get you. Oz is Vanessa behind the scenes. So I think that's it, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think you guys are ready.
We're ready. So since we're talking about focusing on goals, we know Virgos are real organized, right? So we're focusing on new goals. We're letting things fall away. The same kind of stuff we do with most full moons. We're letting go of things and we're focusing on new things to come. So you can really, we're going to do the meditation around focusing on a goal that we're watching slowly emerge from hibernation. That's the way to think about it. So if you planted seeds, like you were talking about, literal or figurative seeds in the wintertime. If you planted seeds about a goal or something you wanted to achieve in the new year, now is the time for those seeds to come about. Now is the time for things to start happening to make that goal happen. And now you're going to start looking at, was this what I wanted to do? Is this working out? And focusing on that in this meditation tonight. Are you guys ready?
Nice.
All right. I think we're ready.
Yeah. So go ahead.
So we're going to get the vibrations going.
Get comfortable. You have a quick second to find your comfortable space. We're going to throw some headphones on. Hear this vibration. So the frequency that you are listening to is the crown chakra frequency.
I like this one.
It's in 432. It is the 963 hertz that's playing in the background of it. If you zoom in, you'll probably be able to hear it a little bit. But yeah, that is the frequency that we are listening to. So go ahead and get yourself comfortable, get grounded.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and start talking over the music, and I'm going to try to keep the same cadence of my voice so that we're meditating. It's hard when we're not in person because I have to just kind of pretend like you all are with me while we're meditating. And you are really. All right. So like Maurice said, let's get comfortable wherever you are, seated, lying back, in a chair, on the floor, yoga mat, wherever you are. And get grounded and connected to the earth. When you're ready, close your eyes and take a nice deep cleansing breath in and release everything. Getting comfortable in your own energy, in your own space. Allow your breath to just flow in and out without controlling it, without judgment. Your body starts to relax. Every breath in and out brings more relaxation. Muscles soften. Your shoulders drop, releasing all the tension in your neck and your back. Allow everything to slow down. With each breath, a wave of relaxation moving through you. Allow yourself to just let go. The full moon in the sky above you, the warm moon, is shining down and surrounding you with powerful light. Allow its light to fill you through your crown chakra, through your face, through your third eye, filling your neck, your throat chakra, moving downward into your shoulders, into your heart chakra filling with light, moving downward into your solar plexus chakra, filling with light. Light moving through your lower body, your abdomen, your sacral chakra, filling with light. Down to the base of your spine, the lower body, the moon's light filling your root chakra. Your entire body suspended in light. Filled with the energy of the moon, of new possibilities, new ideas, a rebirth, an awakening. What seeds did you plant at the end of the year in the winter? What goals did you set out to achieve? Bring your attention to a goal that you wanted to achieve this year. What is it? What does it look like? A new job, a new career, a new relationship, a new sense of purpose, a new path of healing, a new creative endeavor. Look inward and look closely at this goal. Imagine yourself already in this space. Imagine yourself already achieving this space, this goal. Look inward and visualize this new version of you. Allow the moon to shine around you to illuminate this new version of you. You can see it more clearly. Hold this image and focus on it for a moment. Now take a moment to think backward. What did you do to get here? What work did you accomplish to achieve this new version of yourself? Look around you in this new space, this new version of you. Who is with you? Who is lifting you up? Who is supporting the new version of you? And equally as important, who is no longer there? Who has been released? What has fallen away? What has fallen away to make room for this new version of you? Are you ready for this achievement? This new place? This new you? Hold space for this journey. Allow it to unfold. It's possible if you can see it. Allow the full moon to guide you. The moon's energy is with you tonight and every night. The seed is blooming. The journey has begun. It's time to do the work. Take a deep breath in and release. Bring your awareness back into your body, back into the room, back into your fingers and toes. Nice deep breath in and release. Bring your awareness back into your eyes. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes and return. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back.
How do you guys feel? And once you fully come back, put that in the comments. We want to see how you're feeling after that meditation. What did you think? What are you feeling?
This is always a good meditation. I think winter time, people are slowing down. They're kind of planting seeds for the future. They're kind of hunkering down and gathering their resources and, just waiting for the new season to come, and now here it is. So it's starting to happen now. Now there's no, messing around. Let things go, let things be, allow new things to happen. And sometimes that's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to make changes, but that's when you grow. So, all right, let us know what you think. We're getting ready to do the card pull. Yes. Yes.
This is not a drum roll. This is me shuffling.
Let me get my paper. So the way this works is, and please share anything you want to share in the chat room if anything, came up during the meditation. But we're going to draw the cards. Again, it's going to be Angels and Ancestors deck from Kyle Gray. They usually have pretty, what's the word? Soft and light imagery. This is more like earth, animals, guides. Interesting imagery, you'll see. So you're going to decide what your number is. Are you going to be 1, 2, or 3? Don't overthink it. Whatever comes to you first, just kind of close your eyes and think for a second, and then pick the number you want. You do not have to put it in the chat if you don't want to. If you want to, that's fine. I don't look at the chat when I'm doing this because I don't want to be, influenced by anybody. So we're going to go through each card. We're going to show you the card. I'm going to give you a reading based on that card. Sometimes the reading is vague. Sometimes it's maybe for one particular person and it'll really resonate. That's the way it is. So we'll see what comes through. It's different every time. Mm-hmm. So are you ready to do number 1?
Well, one more time. Tell them the deck that we are using so they can see.
The deck we are using, there's the picture. Aha. Is Angels and Ancestors Oracle cards by Kyle Gray. Artwork is by Lily Moses. Lily Moses. I think the artwork is so important in the cards. It's always a big factor. So Angels and Ancestors, connect with that little picture on there and decide if you want to be 1, 2, or 3.
All right. Every day I'm shuffling.
You just say every month I'm shuffling.
Right. Right. I think I'll do that next time.
Every moon I'm shuffling.
Right. All right.
I cannot shuffle those oracle cards. It's just not happening.
Because I got man hands.
I have big, strong man hands.
Man hands.
I have dainty little fingers. Don't like it.
All right.
All right. Let's go way over here. Oh, okay. This is number 1. Number 1s, are you ready? Number 1.
All right. Number 1s. You have, oh, nice. Traveler. Move in a new direction.
Oh, okay.
All right. Let me take my glasses off.
I was going to do that too.
Yeah, so in the background, I'm going to show you guys the card. But again, it's Traveler. Move in a new direction. A lot of things I know it may not show up on camera, but there are compasses in the background, a map in the background. And
she's cute. She's cute. Don't get frustrated with me. All right, Traveler, number 1, Traveler. Oh, wow. Traveler gives a lot of options. Let me see what that feels like. Move in a new direction. So this is about, I'm seeing water, first of all. Let me just write that down so I don't forget. So water and being fluid and moving that way. I don't feel like it's actual traveling to other countries and stuff like that, even though it could be. I feel like this is more about that movement of being flexible. You know how water moves and kind of goes around the rocks and comes down, and just you have to be able to move and go with the flow. That's where go with the flow comes from, right? This is about not being afraid to go a different path, because I think number 1s are have been kind of stuck feeling. I feel like and it's really that you're blocking yourself. So I feel like you need to take a path that you wouldn't normally take. And it may be rocky, it could be bumpy, it may be different, but I think that's going to be the key to getting where you want to be. So consider the fact that number one, the traveler card says move in a new direction, but it's about that fluidity, that flexibility, the ability to ebb and flow, to go a different way, to get unstuck, right? So I feel like that's what it's about, getting unstuck and being able to be flexible and move around things. Don't, there's a couple of different paths you can take to where you want to be, but some will take longer to get there. So you're going to have to look at the bigger picture, not the easiest path necessarily. Maybe it's one you didn't expect. So just be ready, and be ready like a traveler. You know how people who travel frequently are just ready to go. It's like, I got my bag packed, my passport, let's get it. Have that flexibility and willingness to change and move in different directions, and you're going to reach the goal that you planted the seeds for. Boom shakalaka. Number 2.
All right. Look, this is what I gotta go. Yes.
And I don't know how to pick one of those. You know what I mean? It's like, really, we should probably start doing the way they cut the tarot cards, like in the deck, and then just cut the deck, and then I take the one off the top. That's how we usually do it. But this is the way that we do it with Maurice, and the little fanning outs of the cards.
Man hands.
I noticed that they're different colors, and I wonder if that is significant. I'm sure it is. Oh.
All right.
Oh, number 2.
Number 2.
Oh, yes.
Snake. Shed old skin. Snake. Shed old skin. And this is the card.
All right. I don't like snakes. Let me just say that out loud. They freak me out. It is my Chinese zodiac sign, though. So that's very telling, I guess. So it's an appropriate card for this moon about rebirth, right? Snakes signify a lot of things. Sexuality, kundalini, energy moving. Shed old skin. So snakes are constantly shedding and moving, same way the water does, really. I feel like number 2's, this is about it's another rebirth card for sure. It's about letting go of your old ways of doing things. That sounds so obvious, but the snake is a very passionate animal. It's a sign. It's very sacral. It has a lot of symbolic meanings, but I feel like in this case, it's more about that slow movement of change in it. Maybe a creative endeavor. That's kind of what it feels like. It feels like a creative endeavor because our sacral area is creative and sexual and passionate. So I feel like it's time to shed the old ways of doing something, because whatever you're trying to achieve creatively, and for some reason it feels like a stage play or something. I don't know why. That's just coming in my head. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget. Number 2, it feels like a stage play or some kind of a speaking in front of people thing. But it's time for you to step it up and let go of that shield that you carry around you that's keeping you from making those changes. It's a great card for this moon with the rebirth and the new things coming up. Yeah, it definitely feels like someone talking on a stage or something like that. You can verify if that means anything to anybody. You don't have to, but if it resonates, let us know. Definitely, slither on over in a different way and shed the skin. Start over. Don't be afraid to completely shed the old version of yourself and start new and try new things and new approaches. And maybe even, if it's something as far as you're not getting where you want to be in the performance world to maybe step back for a second and do some training and do some work, some improv work with other people and become a new version. It's kind of like, I'm going way off on a tangent right now, but since we're talking about stages, it's like how famous comedians will like drop out for a little while and go to local clubs just to kind of hone their skills, because once you are there in the lights, it's on you and you don't know if what you're doing is fresh anymore, so you have to kind of go back and start over or start new with a new crowd and see how they respond to things. So don't be afraid to take your performance, your presentation to a smaller stage and try different people, whether it's a church, whether it's a karaoke, whether it's open mic night, something like that, where you're out with a new crowd of people to get new energy around you and shed the same way of doing things all the time to get this creative juices flowing so this project will come to fruition. Okay, so number 2 is a snake. Number three. My friend Nancy bangs on the cards.
I plucked it.
Did you pluck it?
Mhm.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. Number 3.
You said okay.
This is Sky Father.
Daddy in the sky.
Trust in the unknown. Sky Father. Trust in the unknown.
What is happening on that card? Trust in the unknown.
I have too many jokes.
Go ahead.
No.
It's Michael McDonald and an eagle. You don't know me, but I'm Sky Father.
I was thinking more of the guy that played in the 10 Commandments.
Oh. Wow.
Oh yeah,
that might be more fitting, actually. I don't think Michael McDonald's our Sky Father. All right, let me see.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And an eagle. Enlightening, possibly. Yes. Okay. Trust in the unknown. Well, number 3. Sky Father is always like, okay, we know you're talking about God, okay? We don't want to name it. So we're talking about the ever-present divine power above us and trusting in not knowing what's going to happen while you're being supported by those realms, and trusting your intuition and trusting those things that could happen. And it's funny, we put the crown chakra today for this one, and this is definitely a crown chakra card, right? So it's definitely connection with your intuition, with your heavenly connection, your angelic realm connection. And that is really about knowing that what you are, the way you're moving, is correct, or you have a gut feeling that things feel right. So this card's saying to trust that. And know that you're not always going to know how things are going to turn out. But if you feel grounded and secure in your intuition, in your spirituality, in your connection to source energy, whatever that is, you're not going to fail, right? You may have changes come at you. You may have to be flexible. But if you are moving in confidence in what you know to be true and are moving with integrity in that direction, you're not going to fail. Number 3, I also feel, I hate this topic, but I also feel like for somebody, this is a conflict of church and what am I trying to say, Maurice? Where you've been conditioned that you just need to let go, let God, that kind of thing. But in some ways that's true on your own terms. Right. So I feel like this person may have a conflict. One of the number threes may have a conflict with the church teachings about don't trust your own intuition because you're not working with God, right? You're not following God's
Mhm.
word, but God's word is in you. So I feel like don't be conflicted with that message. I think you feel like it's maybe you feel a little bit like guilty, like you're doing something wrong. But I feel like this card was not a coincidence that it's Sky Father. Trust in the unknown. It is the unknown. Nobody knows what God is saying or what Sky Father is wanting you to do. That's inside of you. That's your divine connection and guidance that you can trust in. So I say don't be discouraged by the dogma and the uh, doctrine that you've been taught, and go with what you know in your heart. And if this is goal related, I just keep hearing somebody say, let go, let God. Um, and in a way, that's true. Let go of doubt and believe that you can do something and that you're divinely supported. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Um, but trust it that what you're walking toward is your footsteps are being guided and you are in great company, in divine company. Boom. That's it. Number 3. Tell us what you think. We want to recap them.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Let's recap. Traveler. Move in a new direction.
And we talked about having a stuck feeling. We have to move like water. We have to be fluid and flexible and allow ourselves to go different ways. And sometimes it might be a rocky way, it might not be the way you're used to, but we have to be fluid and flexible in order to reach the goal. Number 2.
Snake shed old skin.
Snake shed old skin. Number 2, I was seeing a stage, a performance, a speaking engagement, something like that. You're getting stuck in the ways you've always done this. You need to try some other things to get back to where you want to be in this presentation. Number 3.
Number 3 was Sky Father, trust in the unknown.
Don't doubt your intuition. Don't doubt how divinely connected and guided you are in everyday life. And that lives inside of you. And you can trust in that your steps are being ordered. And there is no outside influence. There's no physical structure, dogma, doctrine, religion that can tell you what it's right or wrong. It's inside of you. It's your connection to the Sky Father, the unknown, and trust in it and move in the way you feel is right.
And there you have it.
So tell us what you think in the chats. Yeah, this was definitely a card pull for rebirth for this time of the year. I feel like the cards are always right on point with whatever we're talking about. No matter what deck we use, the cards are always kind of whatever message we needed to hear. If it resonates with you, let us know. If you have questions, you can drop us a line at thehealingflamecollective@gmail.com. You can leave a message in the chat. You can hit us on Instagram, DM, whatever's better for you. And that's it.
Yes, it is.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Remember to check out the website, thehealingflamecollective.com.
Make sure on the mailing list.
Thank you.
Them newsletters.
Yes. Mailing list. Yes. All right. But yeah, until next time, thank you guys for joining us. We will see you next full moon.